y'all can hear me out there. Yeah, I done forgot to plug in my headset. I was in such a rush, man. I was playing the division and looked up and I was like, oh shoot, it is showtime. Well, welcome everybody to another episode of Top Rope Talk. Let me get this background music on real quick. To another episode of Top Rope Talk. I am your host, Denzel. Y'all gotta forgive me. I got a baked potato in the oven. I still got a steak to grill. And anyhow, how about this past Saturday? A couple of things that I said would happen came true, and there was a few shocks and surprises out there. So I will be, along with this recap, and be mixing in a little bit of predictions of what I think may happen for the future, especially starting in about 56 minutes from now on Monday Night Raw. So with that being said, I just want everybody to first, before we get started, if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, DBTV, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe to Sideline Sports Network. We got new heat for you every single week, especially with the Sideline Sports Show. We get to cover everything in sports. So NFL is coming up. Hall of Fame games is happening. John Shear just went out there and covered the NFL Hall of Fame. Shout out to him. We've also got Team USA basketball, the whole Olympics, as a matter of fact. It was an awesome weekend, an awesome Sunday. We're going to be talking about that as well. So that is with JB Ellis, John Shear, David Rocher, Rafael Esparza. I'm producing the show. And then also this week, this Friday, will be the return of the Gauntlet. So it will be Season 4, Part 2, if you will. We never had to split up into parts like that. But we will be back on the air on Friday. So stay tuned for that. So without further ado, it's now time for our WWE Summerslam recap episode. All right, recap episode in Cleveland, Ohio, at Cleveland Brown Stadium, where they set, I think it was something like 57,000. They set a new Cleveland Brown Stadium attendance record. So congratulations to the people out there. Hope they had fun. I think overall, see, typically whenever it's a Big Five pay-per-view, they tend to make a whole weekend of it at that one city. So Friday had SmackDown, Saturday was SummerSlam, and then usually the Monday Night Raw is in the same city. So, if you got a lot of money to burn and you got the off time, most definitely go and check everything out. But let's go ahead and get started on some of these episodes, some of these matches, all of these matches rather. And we'll go ahead and get started. They just had to kick SummerSlam off with it. For the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan successfully defended her title against Rhea Ripley after Dom Mysterio turns on Rhea Ripley and leaves with Morgan. The question is, has Ripley hit rock bottom due to the betrayal? I think that she does. I think that she has. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even expect her tonight on Monday Night Raw. I would say give her a few weeks. She has to process everything. But for damn sure, we'd expect Dirty Dom to be there, dirty ass Dom, and Liv to be there. And as far as the group goes, I'll go ahead and save that for the other matchup. Liv Morgan's revenge tour. I can't even say that right now. I gotta wait until the next, the other matchup concerning a Judgment Day member that we all have seen. The Liv Morgan revenge tour continues. And, the way that they played it off was really smooth too, because Dom took the chair away and let her know, like, yo, you can't win the title like this. And then he goes and he slides the chair in the ring. So, but the crazy part about it is at the end, the surprised look on Liv Morgan's face. That right there let me know that I think she genuinely thought that Dom was done with her. But Dom knew that she wouldn't turn him down. Well played by Dom. Well played. And I think he may have taken the spot as the. I'm not trying to be prisoner of the moment or anything, but if he's not the one heel in the company on Raw right now, he's the 2 or 3. Absolutely. What's next for Liv Morgan? Who knows? But to answer the question, Rhea Ripley, she's got some work to do as far as coming back. I don't expect to see her tonight. I'd be surprised if I saw her tonight. But yeah, we'll see with that one. But there you have it, Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan successfully defended against Rhea Ripley. And now for our next matchup, and that was for the WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Braun Breaker squashes, let's call it what it is, squashes Sami Zayn to win his first major singles title. How dominant was Breaker in this matchup? Well, you heard me use the S word, and I don't mean sugar honey iced tea. Squash. Okay? It was a dominant match. He beat him in just over 5 minutes. Just over 5 minutes. Just over 5 minutes back in the late 90s was considered a long Goldberg match. You know? Braun Breaker told Sami Zayn, I lost to you at Money in the Bank because I didn't take you seriously. You saw what happened when he took him seriously. And shout out to Braun Breaker during the post event interview. He gave praise to Sami Zayn. Let him know he'll be in the Hall of Fame one day, and he gave him opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Braun happened to cash in, and there you have it. Do not be surprised if Braun Breaker is the champion come WrestleMania, because I don't see anybody in this path beating him anytime soon. Braun Breaker, your new Intercontinental Champion. Let's move on now to the other secondary singles title. LA Knight defeats Logan Paul to win his first major singles title in WWE as well, ending a 270-day reign by Paul. Is it a long time coming? Of course it is. I know it's one question like that, but whatever. Of course it is, you know. One could argue that he should have won a title sooner. But also, it was sweet that he won it at the time that he did. I think Knight is a future world champion. WWE champion or world heavyweight, you know. But the fact that he got past, you know, MGK was there for those of y'all who didn't see it. But the fact that he got by Logan Paul's crew, he got by the Brass Knucks, hits the BFT, bang, 1, 2, 3. It's over with. Logan Paul, and it could be argued that he should have lost the title sooner. I'm not mad, you know. Who knows what's next for Logan Paul in WWE? But as for LA Knight, it was LA Knight's time to shine. Really happy for the brother. Shout out to both of them for putting on a beautiful match. But LA Knight, your new United States champion. Moving on now to our WWE Women's Championship. So the 2024 Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, stuns Bayley to win her second women's title in her career. Now, the question at the bottom, should Tiffany Stratton have cashed in following the match? I thought she should have. I thought she was going to. But I think they're going to let it play out. I think they're going to let it build. Don't forget, you all, according to the rules of the Money in the Bank, she can cash in on any world champion. She can cash in on the World Women's Champion. She can cash on the WWE Women's Champion. With that being said, maybe it was the right call that she didn't cash in. Really great that Nia Jax, you know, she's having a great year. Having come back, having won the Queen of the Ring, having won now the WWE Women's Championship. And what's next for Bayley? I think there's going to be a rematch. Don't be surprised if there's a rematch at Bash in Berlin. Maybe Tiffany will cash in. Who knows? Maybe that's for the Bash in Berlin preview show later on this month. But we will see indeed. But your new WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax. Oh boy, what a banger for this one right here. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, special guest referee Seth freaking Rollins. Drew McIntyre defeated CM Punk as I predicted. For these past some odd months actually, but you heard me on the preview show predict that Drew McIntyre was going to win. He won, and he won clean. Let's face it. The question goes, did Punk's emotions cost him the match? Absolutely it did. He had the match won. He could have collected that bracelet after the match. But he saw it on another guy that he didn't like, and he let it ruin him. But also at the same time, this was time for Drew McIntyre to get some get back. It was time, He'd been screwed out of the World Championship in some form, not once, not twice, but 3 times. CM Punk had been having his way with Drew. Drew, from the time the match was signed, he controlled his emotions. He would goad Punk, he would tease him. Great. But it's easy to say here and acknowledge that Drew McIntyre, despite being a monster heel, is much more in control of his emotions than CM Punk is. So we'll see what happens. I think this is going to be a trilogy. Wouldn't be shocked if the final match was at Survivor Series. Wouldn't be surprised if the third match was in Hell in a Cell. But overall, great match. I think I rated this match a solid A. I have to go back and rewatch it, but I believe I rated this one a solid A. I predicted it would be match of the night, considering how all the other matches turned out. I may be wrong on that one, but I don't know. Let's hear you out in the comments. But moving on to, remember earlier on when I said the other Judgment Day member and how, see, now I can fully talk about it. King of the Ring, Gunther defeats Damian Priest to win the World Heavyweight Championship due to Finn Balor's betrayal of Priest. So what's the status of the Judgment Day? It's not over with. It's not over with. I initially thought so, but then I said, wait a second. Rhea Ripley's face turn, you can kind of see coming. That trajectory was there, I wasn't quite ready for Damian Priest to turn face just yet, but I'm not mad at it neither. Judgment Day is going to be the third installment of it. My prediction, I think they're going to come out tonight and it's going to be the leader, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Carlito's going to be inducted as a full-blown member, Dominic Mysterio, and, wait for it, Liv Morgan. Now, let's go back to Liv Morgan, revisit her for just a second. Liv Morgan said to Rhea Ripley, I'm going to take everything from you. She is now taking Rhea's title, Rhea's man. Now she's taking her faction. So, to answer the question now, fully, in full, has Rhea Ripley reached rock bottom? Yes, she has. Because now, she has nothing. She's got no man. She's not going to have a crew. And she's still without the World Women's title. But going back to the World Heavyweight Championship, it was a banger of a match. And I would love to see a rematch soon, but it's just not going to happen that soon. I would love to see a Priest Gunther Part 2. Gunther was my dark horse to win the Royal Rumble match. And we'll get to that when the time comes. One has to throw Damian Priest as well. But awesome showing by Gunther as usual. Those knife edge chops and it popped him and bleeding. At one point, I was like, this guy was like, he got shot. This is insane. The punishment this man was taking. But persevered through it as usual and won the championship. He was going to be hard to beat anyway. But Gunther's the man. And I am predicting right now, expect him to still be the man come next April. And last but not least, Main event, Bloodline Rules, WWE Championship. I want to so bad to say World Federation Championship. I'm an old schooler, but whatever. Cody Rhodes retains against Solo Sikoa after, you guessed it, OTC. One tribal chief, only tribal chief, original tribal chief, whatever you want to call him. Roman Reigns has returned, ladies and gentlemen. He has returned. That music hit. The loudest pop of the night easily was when he Superman punched Solo Sikoa. That was the loudest pop of the night. Easily. Then he spears Solo Sikoa. Sikoa goes down. Cody finishes him off. But the biggest takeaway about the match, in my opinion, first of all, for his first WWE Championship, I think Solo Sikoa looked like he belonged there. I don't expect him to compete for a lower championship. It's got to be world title or bust. He's got to be World Heavyweight Championship or WWE Championship or bust for Solo Sikoa. With that being said, and how do I put this? Excuse me. With Roman Reigns, and after he speared Sikoa, he gave Cody Rhodes this look and this nod like, all right, playboy, finish your job. Leaves the ring. Cody hits the crossroads, pins him, and Roman Reigns is looking at Cody Rhodes in the ring, and he's looking at him as almost as if to say, I'm coming back for that one day, but now I got more important matters to handle. It's blood business, brother. And now to answer the sub question, is this the prelude to Survivor Series? Hell yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'll let you all use your imaginations as to what may come Survivor Series. I know we are 3 months away from that. I don't want to go too ahead because we still got Monday Night Raw, we still got Friday Night SmackDown, we still got Bash in Berlin, we still got all of this coming up. But ladies and gentlemen, to those of you all who tuned in, thank you for tuning in to Top Rope Talk, and we will see you all next week for more in This Week in Professional Wrestling.